Hello, 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 everybody. Let me check and make sure you guys can hear me and see me. Hello, for those of you who are on the replay, welcome to the birthing experience where we help coaches birth their mastery. I'm super, super excited. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me and see me before I keep going here. As you guys come in, definitely say hello. Okay, so I know you can see me and you can hear me. Awesome. Next thing I want to do is take a moment to share this out to my Facebook group, the Business Law for Coaches. Share this out to a few places so you guys can come on in and join me. All right, so I'm super, super excited because today we're talking about a topic that I happen to think I don't talk about enough. And it is a topic that really a lot of coaches struggle with. All right, so we're going to be talking about how to go from being underpaid, undervalued, frustrated in your business to really becoming a well-paid and valued coach. And here's the thing, when I come and I teach my coaches, a lot of times I'm talking about tactics, strategies, marketing, sales, and that's what I love, right? That's what I love, so I talk about that a lot. However, I hope that this is not actually on the screen. However, I know that it is so much deeper than that. I know that for me to have came into this position where I can consistently earn 5 figures every single month, to get to this position where I can stand up in confidence and share my message and teach what I know. It was so much more than systems. It was so much more than strategies and tactics. It was deeper than that. And it had a lot to do with mindset. It had a lot to do with the shifts that I needed to make. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So I'm really excited. I didn't write a whole bunch of notes like I normally do. So I'm just going to be speaking from my heart and really talking about my own experience and how I pretty much literally overnight went from charging $197 every month for my coaching to charging $5,000 minimum, right? So I cannot wait to share that with you guys. If you know that there are people on your friends list who needs this information, definitely take a moment to share this video out. If you're new to the birthing experience, welcome. My name is Nyala Phillip, also known as the Master Midwife for Coaches. And pretty much what we do here is bring you content that helps you master your mindset, your marketing, your messaging, and your money. So you can go from being that underpaid and undervalued and tired, overworked coach to being someone that can easily attract your clients, sign them into your offers, and really change your life, okay? So if you see me alone, for the most part, I'm giving you content. But if you see me with people, I'm also bringing you stories. So we also interview different coaches, speaking to them about their stories, their journeys, all to help you grow your business, okay? So let's jump in. I really wanted to talk about this because, again, I feel that so many of you focus on the next best strategy, the tactic that I can use that's going to make me more money in my business, that's going to make me be more seen, more visible, more people know about me. And while all of that is so important, it is not the main part of growing a business. And this is the reason why, and I actually did some research today, and I found out that over 85% of coaches really only make between $40,000 to $60,000 a year. This is the standard in our industry. However, I know so many people that make a lot more than that, doing exactly what we do, and it has everything to do with your mindset, not necessarily the strategy that you use. All right, so that's what I want to talk about. So a few years ago, I was at that place where, I knew a lot about business because I've been an entrepreneur for over 16 years and I've been in different industries. And before I became a coach, I had a brick and mortar business. So I kind of, lost everything, came back online and decided to teach what I know and teach from my experience and my expertise. However, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I really didn't know this coaching industry. All I knew is that I wanted to teach. At this time, I was learning a lot on webinars, and I was also teaching a lot of webinars. And I remember when I created my first group program, which was Project Slay Your Brand. I actually launched that a few times. And the first time I launched it was Project Slay Your Brand. And it was $197 for a 30-day program. and I did a fast action bonus where people could join me for $97. So I basically taught a webinar, and as you guys come in, definitely say hello so I can say what's up to you. So I basically taught a webinar, and then I launched a program at the end of the webinar, gave the announcement that I was going to be teaching people how to grow their business on Instagram, and if they joined me now, they would get it for $97. And I filled up the entire program. Now I'm paraphrasing, I'm skipping a lot of hard work here, because really what I want to focus on is how I literally overnight went from $197 a month to $5,000 clients, actually signing five $5,000 clients within 8 days, and 3 of them paid in full. That was actually my first time experiencing 5 figures in a month, and it happened overnight. And I want to share with you, my point for sharing this story with you is really to share with you the shifts that I had to make to accomplish that. Because it wasn't strategy, it wasn't tactic, it wasn't any of the things that a lot of you guys focus on. It really was inside of me. So that's the point here, okay? So follow me. So I put together the program. I went through the 30 days. I gave my all. Okay, so I know that some of you are really going to resonate with me because you are like me. You give your all, right? You really want to help people, so you give your all in your programs, and that's what I did. For 30 days, every day I would show up, live stream, teach everything that I knew about Instagram. The ladies fell in love with me. I fell in love with them. At the end of the 30 days, I put together a quick program, and I'm talking about quick, like on a piece of paper. I had no plans, anything. I just knew that I had to upsell because that's what everybody else was talking about. So I put together something on paper, and I charged them $197 a month for 12 months, okay? That was the coaching program. There was no system, no process, no anything. It was just, if you enjoyed this 30 days with me, you loved what you got, then here's what you need to do to continue working with me. It's a year program, and the payment plan is $197 a month. I converted 90%. I had 10 people in the program. I converted 9 of them to pay me into a contract, $197 a month for a year. Now, you have to understand that at that point, or at that time in my business, that was everything to me. Mindset-wise, I was caking, okay? I felt like I was caking because it was the most that I made just teaching what I know, because I came from the accounting industry where I was doing taxes, I was doing bookkeeping, I was an independent contractor that was doing, accounts receivables, accounts payable, going to people's businesses every 2 weeks and doing their payroll. So I was getting paid for, trading time for dollars for years. So this was like my first time that I was actually making money by just teaching something. So it meant a lot to me. Another thing that was really exciting was being able to have this coming in every month, okay? Because I've never experienced, working a 6-figure job. I've never experienced working for corporate besides being the temp. So having this type of money coming in every month, it was like, great. However, 3 months in, I became like where a lot of you are right now. Overworked, underpaid, undervalued, deep down inside, knowing that I wanted to make more money, knowing that I was putting in way more hours. If you did the math, I was pretty much making about $3 an hour, okay? And that's where a lot of you are right now, if you really think about it, right? So I really wanted to get out of that. So anyway, one day I'm on Facebook and I see this ad, and the ad was from a funnel company, and they were basically talking about they can do done-for-you funnels. And I scheduled an appointment with the guy. Now, I knew this company, so this wasn't a company that I didn't see before. I was seeing the ads all the time, and I was following this guy and following his teachings a lot. So I decided that I was going to book an appointment. And as y'all share this story with you guys, I hope that you're like listening, because there's like this roller coaster of scenarios that you go through as you're growing your coaching business, and I want you to see like what I was going through at that time, right? I see this ad, and the guy is talking about you need a funnel, you need consistent leads coming in. I knew that this is what I needed, and I thought that I was ready for a funnel. So I booked an appointment with this guy to have done for you funnel, made for me. No message, no system, nowhere near where I am now. But I thought I needed a funnel. I get on the phone with this guy. He straight up tells me, no, your business is not ready for a funnel. You need to start working with more high-end clients. You need to get more market research. And he just like lays it down in a free strategy call. Okay? I didn't pay him anything. He tells me that now his program was, I think it was $10,000, but he had said something like it will be $6,000 if you join me today. But I think his program was like $10,000. Of course, I couldn't afford that. So he says to me, I'm going to give you these emails. I want you to send them out to your list. It was 3 emails. I'll never forget. He said, I want you to tweak them and I want you to send them out to your list. I want you to change this $197 12-month package. And he said, I want you to make it a $5,000 package for 3 months. And I'm giving you guys all the deets here, okay? He didn't do what I do with clients. So this wasn't a coach of mine. This was a free strategy session. He didn't help me put together an offer. He didn't talk to me about creating a system or any of the things that you guys hear me talk about. If you're new to me, stick around. You're going to hear me talking about these things. He just told me, send these emails out. Put it in my autoresponder, send it out. And I did the next day. And that is the week where I said I signed 5 clients, 5 $5,000 clients in 8 days, and 3 of them paid in full. It was my first time experiencing 5 figures in a month. It was my first time experiencing that much money at one time in my coaching business ever, okay? And it literally happened overnight. Now, am I saying that this can't happen for you? Nope. Am I saying that this could happen for you? Nope. I'm not saying any of that. What my point is to tell you where my mental space was, what shifts I had to make mentally, and I want you to see the actions that I took. So number 1, I followed directions. Okay, so number 1, I followed directions. He knew better than me. He told me to do something, and I did it. I didn't stick. This is something that I see a lot of coaches struggle with. Sticking, doubting yourself, not moving. Money likes fast movement, action. Just how it works, okay? And I was at a place where I wanted this so bad that I was willing to do whatever it took. And I just followed directions. That's number 1. I didn't wait overnight. Number 2, determined. I was very, very, very determined to make more money. I was determined to see my life change. I was tired of staying up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was tired of going through the migraines every other week because I wasn't getting enough rest. And I just wanted more. And I really feel like, where I am now, I can say with you with all confidence that it's okay to want more. And when you want more, you got to be determined enough to go after what you want. And I was determined enough. Another thing is resilience. Okay, again, I really don't have notes, so I'm really just going off of how I was feeling and, at that time. Resilience, because I had launched a lot. I had did dozens and dozens and dozens of webinars at that point. I just didn't raise my price. I just didn't see the value, and I didn't feel that. I honestly, you know what? I think that when I work with coaches, a lot of people don't see their worth, and that's what I see in my clients, but I can't say that I didn't see my worth. I just can say that I never thought about it. I never thought about it, because the minute he said to me, change your price, this, with everything that you're teaching, this is what it's worth, change the price, I really didn't think or have any doubt. I just did it. So for me, I think in my experience, I just never thought of it, and I needed to know what to do. And the minute I knew what to do, I did it. All right. So that's what I want to say. So resilience, because I failed a lot, but I never stopped. I kept going back. I kept trying. I kept showing up every day. I kept, growing my audience. I kept teaching. I kept learning. And I never, ever gave up until now. All right. So resilience. Second thing, consistency. So what did I say? I kept showing up. I kept going. So I was very consistent. Um, Another thing is convicted, right? And confident. And I really knew that I could help people. I really knew that with all the experience that I had in business and even all the failures and things that I had to overcome, I knew that I could help people, and I truly believed it. Like I knew, like I still know. And I believe that this is something that all of you guys have to really pay attention to, because I see so many people know what to do. You know the tactics, you know the business model, you know the strategy. You're trying. You're out there, you're doing. However, you don't truly believe. And I think that that's where I want to stick at for this episode. You really don't believe, because when you believe, you're convicted, you're confident, you show up confident. And when you show up confident, everybody else is confident. And this is something that I wrote in my email the other day, where I said, you know, if you're not confident, how do you expect other people to be confident in what you do? Does that make sense? For you guys that's here with me, I don't even know who's here. Hey, Anita. How are you doing, darling? So for those of you who are with me, if you're not confident, how can you expect somebody else to be confident in what you can do? And that is what I'm going to say is the biggest thing, believing in what you offer. Because when you believe, then you'll be easily, you'll change your prices with ease. When your coach, like me, your mentors are telling you what to do, you won't second guess it. You won't doubt yourself. You'll just do it because deep in your heart, you truly believe that what you have is valuable. You truly believe that you can help transform people's lives. So you're going to show up in that power. And that's really, really important. And that's something that I honestly never really lacked. What I lacked was not knowing. Okay, so this is the thing. I think that people are in two different places. So it's like some of you guys, you don't know what to do, right? So that's why you show up and you're learning, and that's good. But then there are some of you who do know what to do, but you're missing these shifts that you have to make. Like being determined, being confident, believing in yourself, believing in your offers, being consistent, being resilient, not giving up so easy. So you did a webinar. My client the other day pulled off her first webinar. And she went into our coaching group and she put it out there how happy she was. She even got through the first, time of doing her presentation. And a lot of people, I see it happen. They'll do their first presentation, and if they don't get any clients from that first presentation, they give up. They don't keep trying. And this is what I mean when I say being resilient, because this whole entrepreneurial space, this whole coaching space is really you finding your space, and you have to be consistent with what you're doing. It's really you finding your tribe, finding your genius zone, you know what I mean? And you have to be willing to be resilient. You can't give up so easy. So I believe that these are the shifts that I had to make. And here's the thing. That week, those 8 days, because it happened in 8 days, right? So full disclosure, after that, I went through 8 months of feast and famine. So don't get it twisted. My life didn't change after those 8 days. Okay? Because I really needed a system. I really needed to master my message. All the things that I teach you guys here every week, I needed those things. Okay? However, I experienced that. And when I did, what happened to me after that is I had momentum. When I signed that first client and that lady was like, yeah, I'm ready to pay. And I sent her the invoice right on the phone for $5,000, and she paid it in full. Honey, please. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. If you thought I was determined before, I was determined after that, because that proved to me my worth even more from that one client. So that's another thing. I was determined, resilient, confident, convicted, all of that before, but that thing 10x after that. And that's what kept me going for that 8 months of feast and famine, as I learned what it meant to create client acquisition systems and all the things that I do now. That's what kept me going, because experiencing that first 5-figure month made me know that I can do it again and again and again, and I didn't quit. And this is something that you guys really have to pay attention to. It doesn't matter the strategy. It doesn't matter the business model. It doesn't matter any of those things that you're paying attention to, that you feel like you need to learn the next how-to or the next strategy, or I need to know how to do chat bots and all of this stuff. It doesn't matter if you don't have these core principles and these what do we call these? Attributes, right? These personality traits about yourself. And if you don't have it, you have to know how to develop it. You have to know how to develop this, you know? So yeah, this is my experience. This is, you know, and this is every day for me. Even now, as I sit here and I'm talking to you guys and I'm teaching you guys, you can see it in me, right? I'm very confident. I definitely believe everything that I teach you guys. So it's easy for me to just come up in here and boom, boom, boom without even any notes, because I believe in what I'm teaching you. I've been able to see my life drastically change in the last 2 years. I've been able to see people confidence soar right in front of my eyes. I've been able to see people transform to being this shy person who don't want to go out there and share their gifts and share their stories, to out there every single day. And because I've been able to see that, I believe it even more. And I'm convicted even more. I'm committed even more. And that is where you have to be. Those are the shifts that you have to make, right? This is where you need to be looking to develop yourself even more than, because a lot of you have it. Especially if you've been following me for a long time, a lot of you already know what to do. This is what you're missing. This is what you are missing, right? So I hope that this has really helped you. Don't worry, when I come back to you guys, I'm going to have some talk about messaging. We're going to talk about those other things that you need. But today I really wanted to focus on the mindset, because I feel like that is where, you know, most of you are missing. Even like, I was thinking today, after I had one of my coaching sessions with my clients, and I was just thinking today about, you know, how much I've changed as a person, and how much I still have to change, and how much things that I'm like working on in terms of personal development right now, just to get to that next level that I'm working on for my business. And I need you guys to really understand that you have to become the person who you want to be. You can't keep saying, oh, when I make more money, when my business grows, then I'm going to be this person that's happy. You know, then I'm going to be this person that has gratitude. Then I'm going to be this person that's going to be, it's like you have to become that person now. You have to believe those things now. You know, you have to actively develop all of this stuff inside of you now, because you attract who you are. This is something that I've been saying for years. Since 2012, I've been here. And I've been saying the same thing. You attract who you are. So if you want to be that coach who's valued, if you want to be that coach who's being able to attract high ticket clients, premium price clients, high performance clients, clients who's going to do the work, clients who light you up, all of that. If you want to become that coach, you know, you got to become that person now. If you want to be able to attract those type of people, you have to be that person, right? You have to be that person. So I hope this has brought some value to you. If it has, definitely share this out. Again, if you're new to the birthing experience, I'm here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you content to help you prep, plan, push, and produce your mastery, because I truly believe that all of you guys are masters at what you do. I truly believe that all of you guys have skills. You have a story, you have experiences, you really can change other people's lives. You just have to believe it, and you need the tools and resources, and that's what I do here. So let me say hi to those who are here. Mona, I haven't seen you in a minute, girl. How are you doing, my darling? Thank you so much for recapping for me, Anita. Before I go, I am doing a live event here in my city, Philadelphia, here at the Embassy Suites, August 17th and 18th, specifically for coaches and consultants who want to go from feast and famine to clients on tap, right? So pretty much what I shared with you tonight, if you want to know all the tactics, the strategies, the business models, all of that, what I did to go from that coach that was charging $197 a month to a coach who now works with clients for a minimum of $6,000, then guess what? I want to see you in the building. MarketYourMessageLive.com. That's the website for you to go to register, get your tickets, bring a friend. We have about 19 spots left, and we are a little bit over 10 weeks out. It's the 6th, June 6th. So we're about 10 weeks out, and we have 19 spots left, and I want to see you in the building. If you are someone who wants to take your business serious this year and you want your life to look different by the end of 2019, then you are someone who needs to be in the building, okay? So thank you for being with me, guys. Thank you, Anita, for being with me. Thank you, Mona, for being with me. Definitely share this episode out, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.